killed him. And he looks up. Spear. Action!
I remember reading this scene in the book and emailing Jordan saying, that's one of the best scenes in any of your books, and I have no idea how we're gonna do it.
It's by far the biggest thing I've ever attempted to do or be involved in.
Watching it transform from a series of words on a page, it's an amazing process to be a part of.
It's absolutely the most impressive and well-planned sequence I've certainly shot in close to 30 years of doing this job.
Action!
10 days and hundreds of people and weeks and months of work.
Protect your queen!
The thing that was really interesting about the Osuna bull ring was that it had sort of the stone bleachers, and what that meant was it really had a fantastic relationship automatically with marine.
It just fit our time period, the colors fit again, the layout fit, it was just the right size for us.
The pit fight was amazing to shoot. It was a great set, and we're adding 2 more tiers, so we're making it 3 times the size of the actual location.
The royal box itself was designed such that, firstly, Jorah had to be able to have a very close relationship with the royal box. He needed to be able to throw the javelin. He needed to be able to get Daenerys down. So that meant that the royal box couldn't be too high.
Clap your hands.
It begins, you know, in this huge arena in a gladiatorial contest where Jorah unexpectedly appears.
The person who had to work the hardest in that scene was probably Ian Glenn, because he had a very, very large fight scene involving many other people.
We got the framework of the fight about 2.5 months ago. You do your work on your own as your actor, where you sort of prepare, and so I knew the moves very well.
He's great. He moves really well. You know, he picks up the fights really well, wants to do it all himself, so we hardly use the double.
We had about a week before we were filming it in Seville, where I worked it with the stuntmen who were actually going to be fighting with me.
We see Ser Jorah kick ass. And it's in this moment, which has been fraught with so much tension, that he looks as if he's going to kill us. He gets the spear and throws it at the royal box, when really what he's seeing is something none of us can see, a son of Harpy coming up behind. Thus begin the biggest fight my storyline's ever had. Chaos, madness.
This scene was several hundred Spanish extras who were so passionate. They're running around, they're screaming, they're getting murdered. All sorts of terrible stuff is happening to them, and they did it take after take in the blazing sun. It was an experience to behold.
We had 25 stunt guys with Sons of Harpy masks, and then we had another 35 extras. So basically, you take a section of the crowd, orchestrate the stunts doing particular kills and people falling down, to try and create the whole epic scale of things.
Drogon is twice as big as we've seen him before, so it's very exciting. Whenever I see CG fire, I'm too aware of it not being real, so it just occurred to me that if we believe the fire, we'll believe the dragon.
The dragon fire was very complicated, but we did a lot of tests and it worked very well.
We had a rig that was on a motion control unit, and the rig involved a flamethrower, and we could throw the flame 50, 60 feet.
We had the animation of our CG dragon pre-programmed and running on a computer that was synced up with a motion control camera that was shooting the scene, and you could play and actually see and visualize the character of the CG dragon in the shot, so that when the operator was making the move, the dragon was in the move, as it will be in the final frame.
We placed the stunt guys in their given spots, knowing the arc of the flame would ignite them.
It's quite a bizarre feeling, you know, because you can't feel it because of all the protection, but you can see it, so you can suddenly see a whoosh of yellow, and then you know that you're on fire. All I'm honestly doing is just keeping really, really calm. Now everybody's got to be, yeah, super focused.
Action one, come on out. And two, come on out. You guys stop for a second. You see him there for a beat. See him?
Watching Nutter at work is just spectacular because he manages to get so many setups into every day and gets you all the coverage you could possibly need without ever losing sight of the story and the main beats and the acting.
It was really important for me as well is that I spent time with each of them and all of them talking through the sequence.
This means the dragon. You'll be facing burn, 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 back to the dragon.
I walked them through the locations, I walked them through the situation, so they all kind of had an idea of what was going to be happening, because that was important for me to let them kind of see my roadmap.
When we're shooting with the dragon, we're looking at a green ball.
He turns back, he looks, and kamikaze 3, attack! Watch Danny. She walks right up to the dragon. She pulls a spear. He roars at her now, dragon roar! Great, cut!
I know how to escape this situation. I'm gonna climb aboard, fly, and fly off into the sunset.
You know the dragon's gonna look amazing because of our VFX team, so your reaction to that amazing dragon has to just equal it.
The last line of the script, which obviously isn't filmed or anything, but the description of it was, he's never met a girl like her before, as he's watching her fly off. So that's kind of, what we wanted to be in Peter's head, like, where did that come from?